I don't even want to kill myself right now because of some fucking horse shit! Okay, so if the audio in this is shit, it's cause my wire's banjaxed. I ordered a new one on Amazon, but that shouldn't get here till like next week. And I'm kinda just hoping editing in post will make it not sound like complete garbage. There might be some spikes here and there, and I apologize in advance. This is literally the first time this ever happened, and it's right when I publicly announce a schedule, so if I don't upload it, I'm gonna look like a fucking cook. Oh, shit. Okay, you've heard what it sounds like. And I wasn't even gonna record, I was gonna do an apology thing, and then I realized when I did the thing for the little joke thing, for like, ha ha ha, look how bad it is. If I edit it in post, it doesn't sound too bad. So hopefully, we can stay at this quality. Or if it's shit, hopefully we won't stay at this quality. I don't know, I'm real fucking nervous. I'm gonna talk shit for like 2 hours and waste my time, and then not even upload this, because it's that fucking terrible. Seasonal anime. Winter 2020. What were the shows I watched? I'm gonna talk about it right now. I'm just gonna open up the fucking file I didn't even have open, because I'm too distracted by this horse shit. First things first, when establishing this, I'm not talking about sequels or spin-offs, which basically I think only rules out like Heya Camp and that Madoka Magica spin-off thing. I think they're the only... Oh, actually, I did watch Isekai Quartet, but that one's because it's garbage and I don't really care about it. But in general, just for sequels, because I've seen the first one, I know what standard to expect, so I just wait for the season to end and then marathon it then, which is what I'm going to do for the rest of these shows as well. So, I'm not talking about everything that came out, because I dropped a lot of it within like 5 minutes, because it's terrible, and that's what I normally do. I will talk about the shows that I watched at least one episode of, so I'm just going to gloss through it. First of all, Dorohedoro. I dropped that after one episode. Well, it's on hold after one episode, because I noticed it's a Netflix original thing, so I'm just going to wait for that all to come out on Netflix and then watch it then. Because, because I have Netflix, might as well wait, even if they're fucking retarded when it comes to distributing anime. Okay, that one's done, dusted. I'll talk about it properly then. But it does seem like fun if you want to watch that on a seasonal, weekly thing. Next, Natsunagu. I only finished episode 1 because it was like 3 minutes long, and I kind of watched episode 2 to see where it went. It didn't really go anywhere. It's about some girl who like plays an online game, and then she tries to find one of her friends online by moving to the country with literally no idea who this person is. It's retarded, but it's anime, whatever. You should be used to stupid horseshit by now. Okay, next one I dropped. This is the last one I dropped that I finished an episode of. Rikei Gakuen ni Ochita no de Shoumei shitemita, which I think in English is like what science types fell in love, but Japanese abbreviation, Rikei Koi. It's what I'm going to go by, because I'm not arsed to say the actual full title. Okay, actual like emotional journey that went through the dropping of this. Episode 1, I got like 10 minutes in, it was like my anime of the season. I was like, holy shit, an actual funny comedy. Because basically the premise of it is, these two tsunderes, right? But they're scientists. So one girl says to the guy, hey, I love you, let's go out. And the guy's like, we'll mathematically prove love. And, it was some stupid, funny horseshit. It was anime hijinks, but whatever. You're watching anime, you should expect the hijinks. And basically, like, it's funny. And then on top of that, you get a relationship that actually progresses, because, like, he asked her out. So, you still get the tsundere cute shit, but you get actual progress instead of a load of bullshit. So I stopped the episode after 10 minutes because I wanted to watch it with my girlfriend. We did. It was a gay old time. Then I started watching episode 2 by myself, and fucking nothing happened. It just stayed at the whole, I love you. And then the whole, ooh, blah, blah. I was like, hoping maybe something would happen. Nothing did, though. I got halfway through, and then I was like, I dropped it. And then today I was like, maybe just in the wrong mood. I watched it again past that point. It was still a whole lot of nothing. Really unfortunate. I'd say check it out if the premise of tsundere scientists sounds kind of funny. Maybe you'll think it's funny past that point. I didn't. The joke got old quick, and the lack of progress really was just like fucking anime. Just there, that's it, yeah. It's just every anime, just no fucking progress in romance. The shows I actually gave like the 3-episode test to and passed. Normally there's like maybe 4 or 5. This season I have 14 shows listed here. Yeah, I was proper like running out of time. I was panicking. There's never been a season like this. 'Cause I think there's like 1 or 2 shows that I would give like an 8 out of 10. And then a load of 7, a load of 6. But nothing like actually great. Nothing so bad you would drop it, but nothing so good that you're like, oh, that's gonna be like anime of the year. And that's been this season. It's weird. Also, shit, I said 14. No, it's 12. Because Babylon and Blade of the Immortal, I just put them down this season because they're going to finish this season, but they're like, for seasonal horseshit preview things, they don't count. They don't count. They're garbage, they're in the bin. They're in the bin, waste of time. So, number 12 is Breakers. It's like these 8-minute like short things, and it's a sports anime about wheelchair basketball. It seems after 3 episodes. I think it might be like an anthology series to some extent, because it's like 4 different paraplegic athletes, para athletes. I don't know. Maybe there's gonna be more introduced later on, and like different story arcs or whatnot. And I guess the scientist, creepy old guy who goes, "I see your potential, kid," and then like analyzes his body. It's real weird. To be honest, I only really finished 3 episodes because it's like a 6 out of 10 show that I probably would have dropped, except they're so short. So I was like, it's kind of fun. It's kind of okay. Maybe you'll enjoy it too. Maybe you won't. Maybe you'll hate it. So yeah, there's really not much to say about it other than it's short. It's wheelchair basketball. That's cool. I like real, what I've read of it. It's not nearly that level of quality. It's definitely more targeted towards kids. I don't know if there's like is the Paralympics happening in Tokyo or whatever. Gonna look that up real quick. According to Google, scheduled as the 16th Summer Paralympic Games, it is planned to be held in Tokyo, Japan. Did you know that? I didn't. Probably cause nobody cares about cripples. Unfortunate, but true. Let's move on. Next show. Number 11. Number 11. Kyokou Suiri. I think like Inspector is the English name with like a slash in the middle. Because it's about specters. It's about ghosts. It's a ghost detective show. I liked the manga. It was okay. It was one of the few times where I've actually seen a manga before watching the anime. This is just a much worse version of that. And I'm sorry to say that. It's just like a lot of talking. And it's kind of boring. The action, not that interesting. They don't really do much to make the conversations more than like just sitting around talking for 10 minutes. And even though what they're talking about is kind of interesting and is somewhat engaging, it is presented in such a dull way that I mean, it's still good because I think it's more just because the source material is good as opposed to the anime is good. But you know, I'm gonna keep watching. I've only seen 2 episodes of this one because, like I said, running out of time. A lot of shows to watch. But this one, it's okay. It's okay. Did I mention I'm doing this in order from worst to best? So if this seems like, oh, I'm just shitting on anime, why'd I even watch all this? It gets better towards the end. It does a bit. There's some legit hype. So yeah, that's really all I have to say about Ghost Detective Show. It's kind of boring. Just a worse version of the manga. Read that instead. I probably will. I'm going to watch episode 3. Maybe that will pick up a little bit. Maybe it'll give me more of a reason to go on. So far, nothing in it is so bad to drop it, but nothing in it's so good for me to keep going. So I'd say if I drop it, it'll probably be for the latter reason, as opposed to it being bad. Because it's just not bad. It's just kind of mediocre. And the manga, pretty good. Number 10. Isekai Quartet 2. Okay, so I've got no excuse for myself for this. I've got no excuse. This show is bad. I feel bad for watching it, but sometimes it's like 3 in the morning and I can't go to sleep and I'm like, fuck it, I'll just watch anime. And this is like 10 minutes. It's autism. Whatever. You've seen anime. It's like MCU, but for your shitty fucking isekai shows that you don't really give a shit about. You watch them like, it's okay, but you see them together like, I've seen some of those shows. Why not? I kind of like the characters. Okay, I guess. That's the show. I feel bad. You should feel bad. Everyone should feel bad, but we're all gonna watch it anime. Fuck it, we're all gonna watch it anyway, and you can't tell me otherwise. You're lying through your fucking teeth. Okay. Number 9. Oshi ga Budoukan Ittekuretara Shinu. I just know this as fucking otaku idol horseshit pandering. This show has the worst morals in anything I've ever... Like, the people who make this are evil. They're terrible, terrible people. They're just promising that, hey, if you have an idol and you love her enough, if you spend enough money, if you waste enough of your time, then even though you're a disgusting piece of shit, she will also secretly love you too. And she just doesn't tell you because she's embarrassed and she's shy. That's it. It's not because you're a fucking disgusting piece of shit and she hates your guts and you're a waste of space and you should just kill yourself. No, it's just that she's shy. Oh god, this... Only thing it really has going for it is the main girl is like an actually good comedy anime protagonist. But other than that, it's a terrible show. On just a moral level, not even on a production level or anything. The jokes are kind of funny. The relationship is actually pretty cute. It's kind of cute, but only because of Yuri. It's like, if she was a guy, it would be hell creepy. There's no denying that. She would be considered a rapist. It would just feel really, no. And everyone else in it is a guy. Everyone else in it is a fat piece of shit, except her. So, they were somewhat realistic, aside from the main character, the most important person in the show, is the most unrealistic thing. And why is she even so attached to this idol? She saw, like, a concert once. They don't really explain it. Oh, and this also has some horseshit anime things. Like, the girl sent all her fan letters to the idol after not doing it, and the idol is waiting for her to respond because she never got them because some, like, assistant, receptionist, whatever, fucked up. But, like, why didn't the receptionist tell the idol that she fucked up? Why didn't she write a letter back to the address? She must have had a return address, right? Because she was expecting, like, a reply or something. So why didn't they just send a letter like, hey, sorry, we dropped all your shit. What? It's very bad, but I'm enjoying myself a lot while watching this. And I know I shouldn't. I think once you go in with the understanding that you should not learn any lessons from this show at all, and you should really just, like, everything that the characters do, just do the exact opposite of that. If you go in with that mindset, it can be kind of fun, and I would recommend it to you as just a fun way to waste 20 minutes. But it's bad. It's a bad show. Okay, and up next is another idol show, 22/7. It's edgy as fuck, but it's fucking idols. I don't get why they thought... It's Madoka Magica. You see this with magical girl shows all the time, where, for whatever reason, since that show, I don't know why I said whatever reason, it's because that show's insanely popular. They've just been throwing fucking edge into these shows made for girls, and now it's just finally fucking infiltrated idol shit. So now they're making it the edgiest shit possible. Except this show, it's not edgy. I'm expecting, like, someone to, like, die or something at some point, but it's not. It's just being a really tense drama, and it's actually good and, like, engaging, aside from the shitty 3D dances. But it's an idol show. You should just look that up. It's atrocious. Just no. First episode is the worst by far, because it does the thing that all idol shows do, which is usually why I drop them, where it feels the need for whatever reason to just throw like 10 characters at you at once and just have them all say like a sentence which like is supposed to express their entire personality, and you're like, I don't know who these people are, I don't give a shit. Give me some time, break it down one at a time. Except this show is, what it did right is it spent like 5 minutes introducing the main girl before that happened. So you're like, okay, I give a shit about this one character, so you're going to sit through the boring horse shit until you get back to the thing. And the main girl, Jesus Christ, it's a ballsy move. I think this is like promoting like an actual idol group. And the main character in this actively says, I don't want to be an idol. I hate socializing with other people. So, I don't know how that's working for them, for the real life idol group, but it's good for the show though. It's an actually like engaging drama. If you're into cute girls. Also, a lot of queer baiting. I'm into Yuri though. I don't mind. Just please have them make out by the end. Nothing happened last year. Nothing good. God, at least one place. I just want one gay, and they're going hardcore. She probably said, "I love you." I know. Everyone knows what you're going for with that. Nobody's fucking pretending that like, oh, she said she loved her. I mean, it must be friends, even though they've only known each other for like 3 days at this point. Nobody is thinking that. Everyone, just make them kiss. Just give me fucking Yuri. Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's pretty much the show. It's an autist who can't socialize, and now she's the head of an idol group. Because there's like a wall, and they accept all their orders from a wall for some reason. That's not explained. That's actually a pretty good mystery. Is why is this wall here? There is one really unrealistic part. I know I'm just being a nitpicky cunt, but like, the way they go to the place, they meet in a zoo and they go down into this deep, dark, underground area with this strange man they've just met, who's like 7 foot tall. And like, he looks like a serial killer. He does. And he just led them down, and they just followed him. Why would you just follow him? He is going to murder you. You are going to die. What are you doing? Run for your life. You don't need this shit. Would you actually do that? Would you not just see that like this is so clearly just he made this up to lure you away to a fucking dark alley to just kill you? That is what he did, and they just bought into it, and they didn't die. I was expecting them to die or something, because like it was so edgy up to that point. It's good. It's a good show though. I'm actually recommending it. I don't know why I'm shit talking it, but like, it is good. It's good. Number 7. Runway de Waratte. I don't know. It's a show about being a supermodel and a fashion designer, and it's basically a sports anime. It just is. A weird continuation of this gal trend that's been going on in anime over the last like 2 or 3 years. You know, where like there's a super popular gal and she befriends an otaku for whatever reason, or she like fucks him or whatever. This is going on. I'm just waiting for there to be like a huge show like Sword Art Online for Isekai, and then it's just gonna take over all anime, because that kind of seems like the direction we're going in right now. It's just 1 or 2 just creeping in here and there. They're becoming a fairly popular genre in their own right. I don't think it'll get a Sword Art Online thing though, because it's too Japanese. I think maybe if like Gal Gohan got like a good anime adaptation, but no, because that's got her wanting to fuck her teacher, and that's just too weird for the West. So I don't know. There's like some cosplay manga as well. I'm reading that. That one's pretty good. That might also be it. I'll put the name of that in the description. Oh yeah, I'm putting the name of all these shows in the description, and also all the shows I'm going to watch for next week. I'll talk about that later. Runway de Waratte. Runway de Waratte. Oh jeez, I'm just going to sound like a cunt. I'm just going to call it the model show. So the model show, pretty good sports anime about a girl. She's real hot. She's got the right proportion to everything. She's just too short to be an idol, to be a model. Fuck, I don't give a shit about clothes. I don't. So I'm gonna mess that up a bunch. I apologize in advance. Real into models and shit. Her dream is to be that for her father's company, but her dad's like, no, you're a midget. You're too short. You're way too short. Whatever. She meets this guy at school, He's in the craftsman club. He wants to be a designer, but he's too poor to go to college. And she's like, oh, give up on your dreams. And then she realizes, ooh, that's what everyone's been saying to her the last few years. And she hated them. And she hates herself for doing that. And then she befriends the fashion guy. And he makes clothes that suit her perfectly. And then happenstance gets put online. And a famous model retweets it. And then she gets famous. And then they both get jobs or whatever. That's cool. It's a sports anime with modeling. I like sports anime. The characters in this actually fun. The fashion designer has like the ugliest character design I've seen in quite a while though. Like repulsive. I think it was definitely a good call to make like the first episode more about the girl than the guy. Oh, that's another interesting aspect actually. It's a sports anime about both being a model and being a designer. It's been fairly evenly split between the focus on the main girl and the main guy. And it's definitely like it's a really good aspect of the show. It gives a bit of variety, you know, not just one thing, not just the other. And it's actually like really well balanced. Their stories have intertwined fairly well at this point. I'm just kind of worried that maybe it'll just they'll intertwine too well. Just everything the girl does, the guy does as well. And that'll just take me out of it. It'll just be way too unrealistic. He works in a fucking different company from her. Why would they, you know? I'm hoping maybe they'll have to deal with issues of that. I'm also hoping that there won't be like a romance, but there totally will. It's obvious. It's a guy and a girl in an anime. Obviously, they're gonna want to fuck each other at some point. Nothing new there. Number 6. Murenase, Seton, Gakuen. A manga I've read and I fucking love this manga. It's got some of the best screenshots, some of the most obscure animal facts. I don't know if the Coyote Girl's been introduced yet into the show. I'm only 3 episodes in. But in the manga, eventually it's just like hyenas. Female hyenas have a clitoris so big they use it to rape male hyenas into submission, and they use this to introduce this like hermaphrodite character who has genuine gender issues. And like it's actually a really funny way to approach trans issues, which I usually don't give a shit about. But here, it's funny. It works. A recent development to that in the manga is she fucking meets yaks, and they talk about how the moms will fucking like eat the dicks of like the baby yaks if they're not manly enough. It's like, yeah, the penis doesn't make the man, it's the man. It's retarded. It's very dumb. But you just get this random horseshit just thrown at you. It's funny. Still a goofy anime comedy, and honestly, what I really appreciate about it is it just takes these obscure animal facts, like really, really obscure. Like you know, you have to like research everything just to find out about this shit, and he just gets it, and he just throws it in there, and you're like, yeah, that's funny. You turn it into a fun anime thing. So well done. You get 2 claps. It's just nice. It's a fun time. Everyone should read the manga. The anime, I'm torn, and I think that mostly comes down to just not being used to it with color. And I think they kind of fucked up the color on a couple characters. Just 1 sec. Yeah, they I just got the poster up now because I do remember it coming off as odd to me. I don't know why they did this to the characters. Like, the koala has green hair for no reason. The cat has pink hair. The wolf has a lighter shade of pink hair. They're not the colors that like the animals would have. I don't know why they did that. It's just a weird decision to make. Also, looking at it, Sloth Girl on the poster reminded me she's best girl. Fuck you if you think otherwise. She died constantly. That her running joke is sloths are such a shitty animal, and they die so easily that she just dies all the time. You know, there's like I love her. I love her. I love the show. She's definitely waifu of the season. If you disagree, you just have shit taste. I'm sorry about that. You know, everyone's entitled to their opinion, and sometimes you can have the wrong opinion, unless you're me, because my opinion is always the right opinion. And if you disagree, You're dumb. You're a big dumb dummy. I'm sorry about that. I'm getting water. I've been talking for like half an hour at this point. Hopefully the audio's not shit and I haven't been talking for half an hour for no reason. Next, Somali Tomori no Kami-sama. Which is what, that's like Somali and the forest spirit, the guardian spirit, I don't know. It's a cute show. It seems like a kind of Kino's journey thing, was like just traveling and then exploring like a new city or these new people that they meet, and just these one-off episodic things. Nowhere near as thought-provoking or as deep or philosophical as Kino's journey. I re-recorded that line because I sound like a cunt. You can do that. Power of editing. Wow. This show's pretty good. The most noticeable thing about it is definitely the presentation of it. The animation really kind of just says everything necessary about the show itself. Because if you pause it on an individual frame, it is beautiful. It is like the most beautiful thing ever on an individual frame by frame sense. Purely because of the color scheme. They just incorporate all these blues and purples into it that just are so rare and so unique in anime. It just gives that fantasy element so much more oomph than you would normally get, and it just really makes it come alive and sparkle and feel like you're in this other world with all these monster creatures. But then, the animation itself, like in terms of the movement, is kind of fairly standard for anime. Nothing too special there. But, you know, not necessary for it to look pretty, and clearly all the budget went into the colours, and whoever was in charge of that deserves a fucking raise. It's beautiful. Episode 1 is definitely the weakest episode, because they're in a city, and the monster designs just, despite how pretty everything looks, they just feel like the same, like, Beastmen character designs you get in every fucking generic isekai ever. I don't know why they keep doing this to show they're in like a fantasy world. They don't need to. In this show, they do need these like monsters, but they never feel right. They never quite fit in. Because you get these generic fucking character designs in this beautiful setting and background. And like, it's literally just the background characters. Like, the main two, they have some of the strongest character designs in fantasy anime, just period. Like, the golem looks so cool, I want, like, a figure of him. And the girl is so fucking cute with little minotaur things. She's a lolly. She's a Dodoru lolly. Don't lewd her. Please, don't lewd the lolly. Just give her head pats. That's all you want to do. She's cute as hell. They got this nice, adorable relationship going on of her wanting, like, him, the golem, to be like a dad. The golem doesn't have emotions, though. He can't express himself. He's learning how to be a human. It's so cute. Yeah, that's it. Character designs for background characters. Really, Episode 3 had the best ones in terms of Beastmen with, like, the deer people. Even then, it wasn't great. It was just like, okay, this actually fits into the world. And I'm assuming that's because they were lifted from whatever source material it came from. They weren't anime original. I'm assuming the bad designs are all anime original because they felt the need to show how big of a city this is with all the monster creatures, and it worked against them. I'm sorry, bad call. Fantasy anime need to stop it. The monster people, they all look the same. They all look like I was gonna say furry, but they don't. They look like shit that furries will then turn into actual characters they want to fuck. They look like normal furry design. It's weird. I'm sorry. Next show, number 4, Pet. This is great right now, but it seems like the kind of show that will turn to shit and like really, really turn to shit when it happens. So I'm cautiously optimistic about it. So the premise of it is, it's like this criminal organization thing, and they have these like high-ranking members. I don't even know if they're high-ranking or not, but they can just like enter people's minds and like basically inception them, and it's cool. You get some like trippy sequences, and it's kind of great that like they clearly don't have much of a budget in terms of animation, because it's not like there's like, oh, this is the normal life and this is the dream world. Like, it's real hard to tell which is which actually works to its advantage. So like, obviously what happens in it is real weird, but there's no, like, sudden, like, drastic shift in how the animation is presented. Like, the best show of the season. Spoiler alert, but you probably already fucking predicted it if you're a weeaboo trash. So it's not like that, which actually works to this show's advantage. It won for that one. I'm not saying every show needs to have the same animation. I'm saying for this, where the whole point is you can't tell dreams from reality, it's good that you can't tell the dreams from reality. That's all I'm saying. Once again, though, back to the animation budget. The character designs for the main two guys, the fish guy and the water guy, I don't know their names, who cares? They feel like yaoi character designs from, like, the early 2000s. There you go, that's my point. There's nothing to elaborate on. Yeah, the whole relationship feels like they're gonna be gay, which I actually wouldn't even mind at this point, because I like them. It's just, they're clearly baiting it. They clearly want the Fujo trash to get on board the hype train for the gay. They're not committing to it fully yet, though, which is fine. Whatever. But yeah, it's good. It's kind of trippy, but not too much. Not really like fuck off, you know. It feels grounded in reality, despite how obscure, or not obscure, just weird the premise is. It works. It's a good show. I like it. Maybe you will too. Still very cautious about it. Very cautious. Cause, I don't know, it feels kind of like Cupcraft. Like, the first 3 episodes of that, solid. Pulled me in, made me want to watch more. Wait a couple weeks, it's finished, go to episode 4. It immediately turns to dog shit. This feels like that kind of show where that could happen. I'm hoping it won't, though. I'm really hoping it won't. I'm hoping it stays as good as it is. I just have very little faith that it would. But this initial quality, 4th best of the season. Say strong 7 out of 10. Would recommend it to many people. Number 3, ID Invaded. Very similar to Pet, actually. Except instead of being like the crime, it's the police who like invade people's dreams, kinda. It's more like I don't even know what it is. It's like a virtual reality based on someone's subconscious, so it's not technically a dream, but it totally is. And just this detective goes in, and they invade criminals' minds while they're doing the crime scene. It's not really explained how they do it. That's not important. What is important is it's just cool. The first thing you see of the main character, he's fucking screaming because like half of his arm is like missing because he's in the middle of this dream world, and it's this weird thing where like he can move his fingers on his arm that isn't connected to him, and he can use that to control him and like stretch it like he's fucking Luffy from One Piece. It's just cool. He can just do that because the arm. No, it's more like Boogie from One Piece. Boogie the Clown, that iconic character that will forever remain deep in the hearts of any shonen trash fuckboy. It's like that, and it's real cool. Episode 1, just great show. Episode 2, also great. Episode 3, not as good, still pretty good. Real solid. For the same reason, it's a police thing. They can kind of suck, especially in terms of anime. This one seems to be pulling it off fairly well, though. The guy's got like a real fucking edgy backstory, though. Of like, oh, I used to be a policeman, but then my wife and daughter got killed. And the killer made my daughter fight him back, even though she had broken bones and shit. And when I found her, she had like her heart was disintegrated and shit, and there were braids all over the floor. It was a gory mess. I'm like, okay, relax a bit, show. It's sad. It's definitely sad that this is how she died. But you're being a bit edgy. You're being a bit for like 14-year-olds who are like, hey guys, Attack on Titan is a super mature show. Even though it's shown, it's so mature. It's for grown-ups because there's blood. And blood equals maturity, right, guys? That you're feeling a bit like that. Still fun, though. Still fun. You still get these trippy things. It's like the opposite of Pet, where it's like, oh, you can't tell things from reality. You can definitely tell which is which in this show. But Dream World is cool. It's cool. There you go. Number 2, Ishuzoku Reviewers. This shouldn't be number 2. I was expecting it to be like one of those 5-minute hentai things based on the premise, but it's not. It's like 24 minutes. I was like surprised. I was like, oh, I have to like devote time to watching this, like any at all. That's weird. And then I watched it, and I got legitimately invested in the show. I'm not like an ironic, like, haha, laughing at how bad it is. I fucking want to know about what happens. The show it's a fantasy world, and these people go to fucking brothels for all the weird fantasy creatures, and then they rate them. And, yeah, sounds like trash. It is trash, undeniably. You watch the uncensored version, because if you watch the censored version, what's even the fucking point, you pussy? But, it's really... It's got good character designs for the monster creatures, and it's got really fucking, actually amazing world building. Like, so many minute details are just like explored through fucking these whores. They're actually like prostitutes. It's not like pickup artists. They're going to brothels to fuck. That's the show. There's an anime for everything. Like, it's not even a joke at this point. There just is one for everything. It's fucking great. I love it. I love this show. You would never find this anywhere else. This is like the most excited I've been about an anime for so long. And it's about like the trashiest, most disgusting, most degenerate, most otaku fucking pandering piece of shit I've ever seen, and it's great, and I love it, and I cannot recommend this enough to anyone. Watch it with your fucking mom. Watch it with your fucking granny and your dog or shit. I don't even know I'm going this round. It's just great. It's I like it too much. I know I shouldn't. Everyone shouldn't. But they put effort into it. It's their fault for making a good show. I can't not like a good show, despite how trashy it is. I just can't. Like, going to a fucking brothel for, like, fairies. And fairies are small, right? So, you gotta find one that's, like, big enough for your dick to go inside. If your dick is too big, well, you can't fuck a fairy. Okay, never even considered fucking a fairy before. But now I see they have to measure their dicks and shit like that. I'm like, okay, they make angels hermaphrodites for no reason. It's just a nice touch. It's cool. It's a good show. I'm not apologizing. I no longer feel guilty. I've gotten this out of my system. It's great. It's actually great. I'm not memeing. Watch it right fucking now. Second best show of the season. Best show. Keep your hands off the Eizouken. Obvious choice. Really, no competition. I want to say Ishuzoku Reviewers was, and it gave it a run for its money, but choice was clear. Before I even saw the show, I knew, because it's fucking Masaki Yuasa. If you don't know who he is, Devilman Crybaby, probably his most famous show. I didn't even like that one, but like fucking Tatami Galaxy and Ping Pong the Animation, two of the greatest shows ever made, anime or not, animation or not. It's, oh god, Ping Pong. It's the greatest story ever told. Watch it right now. I'm not even like exaggerating when I say that. It is the greatest story. It's fucking dense in the most perfect way possible, and the characters, despite how many of them there are, they're still fucking developed in such a perfect way, with so many just phenomenal conclusions to character arcs. I don't want to talk about Ping Pong for you. I don't want to do it. It's just too good though. Watch that shit right now. Miles better than anything on this list. But keep your hands off to Eizouken. Still a fun show. It's your kind of usual generic like anime with like a club that does fuck all with cute girls in it. But it's Masaki Yuasa, so like actually good. Cute girls make anime. Except they're in high school, as opposed to the last time where cute girls made anime, where it was an actual job. But Masaki Yuasa, so when they're like planning out what shows they want to make and how they want to make it and all the minute details that would make it a good show for them, for like the characters, it presents it in this weird kind of sketchy way where like it's not too focused on the details, which is fucking perfect for Yuasa's style, which is definitely more on the fluidity of animation than how an individual frame would look. That's always been him. He's always been great at pulling it off. the actual world it takes place in is so fucking dense with details. It's a fucking lab. They basically live in like a labyrinth, and that's where the school is. It's great. The setting feels like, I don't know if you've seen like Lou Over the Wall, which was this like Ponyo ripoff movie. Which, come on, if you're gonna make a movie ripping off something, but like, hey, I can do animation great, pick something other than Ponyo. Your animation's not better than Miyazaki. It's good. You're not Miyazaki though. Shut the fuck up. Except don't shut the fuck up. Please make more anime. Please. This show's good. Best show of the season. There's really not much more I can say. Easy breezy, OP of the season. Obviously. Only competition is Somali Tomori no Kami-sama. Except that it's too gay. I'm sorry. Guy voice, inherently gay. Especially when you're doing high-pitched shit. No debate. Sorry about that. I'm not homosexual. I'm not into it. You can be if you want. Too gay. Easy breezy. It's easy breezy. You get the meme-zy. I've been talking for 45 minutes at this point. Damn. I knew this was going to be a podcast, but like I was spending like half an hour tops. I'm going to have to listen back over this. Oh, I just remembered. Maybe the wire fucked up. Maybe it did. Please don't. I like this. Okay. So yeah. Those are my thoughts on the anime of the season 2020. Basically everything from 22/7 onwards. So number 8 to number 1 are all shows either 7 out of 10 or 8 out of 10 for number 1. Obviously. Link in the description. I'm going to put like their scores out of 10. I just like doing scores because, you know, it makes it fun. It's a quick way for you to get how much enjoyment I get out of it. Summarize it in case you're not arsed to watch like a shitty hour-long podcast about this guy who's never done an hour-long podcast before. He's learning how he's going, and he's got a fucking Banjax wire that maybe isn't the worst thing ever. Anyway, that segment of the show is over. I said last episode, reading comments. That's gonna be a thing, because I like getting comments, but I'm too much of a fucking pussy to respond. Okay, let me go to the fucking YouTube Studio app for the last one. First things first, immediately. Holy shit, people actually liked it. I was expecting like 5 views, all of them from my mom saying, "Wow, you're still a piece of shit, you faggot." 5 views, not even a single comment. That was what I expected to happen. Instead, I get like the most comments I've ever gotten in any video. The video I put like a week of effort in, it got like, what, I said like 26 views after like a week. This one got like 40 in like a day. It just blew it out of the park. I don't know. I'm thinking maybe comments have something to do with it. Maybe it's something weird in YouTube's algorithm. Or maybe it's cause you're all narcissistic pricks and you saw, oh, it's about me. I like me. Blah, 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 blah. You know? Hoping it's about comments. Please keep them going. I kind of want to edit it and put like comments of all the recommendations and shit on it right now. Except it's a podcast and I don't want to like make you all tab over or whatnot. You've probably already done so right now. Ha ha ha. Unfortunate. I'm not actually doing it. But it's good. I'm going to do it in future videos where I put any editing at all in. This one's not because it's just too long. Next one probably won't be because that one's going to be too long as well. Because I'm basically going to be doing like this for seasonal anime, except it's going to be for all of the year 2011. I've only had like 10 shows. I haven't updated my list of all the shows I want to plan to watch. With all the recommendations I got, which I got so many. When I threw out like the guide, like saying, oh, this is my autistic system, I didn't expect people to like put effort into following it, which you did. I of all people underestimated the autism of being an anime fan. I don't know how I did it, but Jesus Christ. This guy fucking Angel HQ went to Mal with all the high scores from 2011 to 2015, which he watched and liked, and this clearly, you went to a different website that shows any effort at all. That was way more than I was expecting. Fucking, litar? I think he did the same thing for AniDB. I don't know what that is. I'm assuming it's like a Mal ripoff. You know, he's got fucking shit ton of shows recommended. I've already seen like half of them. I'm gonna rewatch list or whatnot. But shit ton of fucking recommendations. This guy, Starboom Sangatsu no Lion, Bakemonogatari, some Kyoto Ani shit. All should have already seen. I haven't seen every Kyoto Ani thing, actually. Do I have to watch them all because he said something from Kyoto Ani? Just because. I'm gonna say I don't have to. Because then somebody could just say, oh, everything from this year, and I'd be like, I have to watch everything? No, I'm not doing that. Too much hassle. This guy... Okay, I'm not gonna read them all out. That happened, though. It was great. It was, like, really encouraging. Like, people actually give a shit. Wow, maybe if I responded to comments, you would actually leave comments. What a mind-blowing concept that somehow I didn't get. So thanks, y'all. Oh god, I said y'all. I'm not fucking American. Ugh. Ugh. So, comments that are not related to recommendations. I'm going to read some of them out. Because they're like an actual conversation. And I imagine you're going to run out of recommendations real quick. I'm assuming you just kind of, you came your first load last week. You're not going to go for round 2 with some guy who you don't even know what he looks like. But maybe just some casual banter here and there. Maybe you'll be engaged with that aspect of it. So, the first one I got, Gregory Petrillo. Love the Garugamesh avatar. Okay. You're gonna try emulating Bestie Boy Brad G. Start thinking about the crypto exec you're gonna hand your channel over to. Okay. Topical. It's amusing. I've decided, instead of Brad Garlic House, I'm gonna go with Chad Turnip Basement. I should have, wrote a joke or whatever. I don't really. I thought it was a funny comment. I thought it was worth mentioning. I kind of sound like a sellout hack, like, oh my god, I got 10 comments, which... Oh god, I just made fun of myself. That's exactly what I'm doing. Oh well. Here's something that I give a shit about, and I think you might actually as well. The saga of Angel HQ and Trapped in My Room. A relationship, which, he commented trying to help me. I insulted him for no reason. That saga, it continued. He apologized. I immediately felt guilty. I was like, no, please don't hate me. Please don't feel bad. Because I don't know why I did that. I don't know why. But I was expecting him to be angry or whatever, or maybe just stop commenting in general, or maybe make a joke out of it, but him actually feeling bad. The most humane and real response, as if he's an actual human being, and not just some weird name that makes my brain go, ooh, a person, but it's not actually a person in my brain. It's just a account. But he actually he felt bad. I had to apologize. I'm sorry. And then we made up, I think. He gave me some recommendations. It makes my heart go doki doki. And I mean that with 100% of the gay cringe attached. It was just a gay boy. That was a cute thing we had going on. I'm not going to put that on the screen. I'm not going to put any of the comments on screen. Just fucking go to the last video, read through the comments. And if there's a million more comments at this point, fuck you for arriving too late to be relevant. That's pretty much everything at this point. Okay. I can already feel my soul being given away to Lucifer for even having a comment section bit, but I'm too gay. I'm too gay. It's fucking snowing outside. It's February. Why is it snowing There's not a fucking lick of snow in all of winter. And now it's fucking spring and starts snowing. Irish weather makes no sense. This is actually what I'm going to end the video on, because it's too retarded. It's too autistic. What the fuck? What the actual fuck?